So today is my birthday, and I was sitting and waiting for Vincent to be done working so that we can go to my parents' house and I can get cupcakes and presents, because that is basically what you do on your birthday when, you know, your birthday's on a Thursday. You just wait all day long, patiently, for everybody to get off of work so that you can have your gifts. Although I will say Vincent already gave me my present. I hope you guys can see it. I love, and this in true looking at things I can't afford fashion, this is a knockoff, of course. Beautiful. So anyway, making this video. Hi Vincent, I'm making a video.
Well,
Are you done working yet?
no.
See, guys, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for everybody to get done working so that I can have my birthday party. But anywho, I was just watching videos and waiting patiently for my birthday, and I saw this video, so I thought I'm going to react to this video. And I'm sorry if you can hear lots and lots of banging in the background. It's because they are currently redoing the roof of our apartment, and it's been like this for ages, and this is actually a lot quieter than it's been. So because at one point they were actually we're on the third floor, we're on the top floor of our building, so they're like directly above us doing their job, which is, you know, I mean, thanks for fixing my roof, but also, oh my gosh, so loud. So Graham, go away, I'm making a video right now, go lay down. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this and see first of all what she has to say about Fresh and Fit, and also just the whole, because I don't want to watch Fresh and Fit's content. First of all, I've seen some videos already, like little I think Curtis Connor may have done a video about them. I don't know. I've seen one of these commentary videos about Fresh and Fit already, and so I'm a little bit familiar with them, but I don't want to go through and watch all their content. I'm just going to watch somebody else's curation of their content for me, and just let them do the work. And also just kind of see what she has to say about it, because I like to see other people besides just myself that have knowledge like of the real world commenting on these kind of things. So here we go. Maybe.
Or, I guess I should say, some Fresh and Fit content. Because we'll be taking a look at a channel called, you guessed it, Fresh and Fit. If you've never heard of Fresh and Fit, it is a channel run by a fitness coach named Myron Gaines. And before we continue, I need to point out the irony in the fact that he's a fitness coach and his last name is Gaines. Like, you know, like
Yep.
Gaines. I thought that was really funny, and I had to point that out. Believe it or not, though, Fresh and Fit is actually a podcast, because what millennial man doesn't have a podcast? And you might be surprised to find out that Fresh and Fit is actually, and I quote, the #1 male self-improvement podcast in the world. I don't know where they got those metrics from, but sure. Some of Fresh and Fit's segments include Money Monday, Womanizer Wednesday, and Fitness Friday. When I first saw this, I got really excited because I assumed that Womanizer Wednesday was when Myron and his friends streamed Womanizer by Britney Spears for 24 hours straight. But alas, after doing some digging, that is not the case.
Yeah.
The first clip...
I think something that goes unappreciated that I value a lot from girls is when they shut up and they're quiet, man. Like, I'm just to keep it all the way 1,000.
What did Bummy say? He was like, "Yo, just want to chill, no arguing."
Yeah, I felt that when he said that. He was 100% speaking facts, and then her dumb ass couldn't put it together. Like, that's what guys want. It's just that it's very politically incorrect to tell women to shut up. Reality is, okay, I'm gonna offend some people, so I can't wait. Let me cue up the "How dare you" sign. Women are to be seen, not heard, bro.
How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it all the way 1,000. Like,
I love how this guy thinks that he just said something so profound and revolutionary, when in reality, this is something your boomer uncle would tell you as a kid when you spoke too much at the dinner table.
when you're with your boys and shit like that, you don't want your girl being all loud and obnoxious and trying to draw attention to herself and being the life of the party and shit. Like if I bring you, especially if I bring you to a function, shut up and don't speak unless people speak to you.
Oh my god. I've discussed quite a few alpha males on my channel, but it still blows me away that there are men who are still doing it. But
Yeah, I don't really understand that idea at all. It's like, why did you even bring her then? Why even bring a person to a party at that point if you don't want them to talk to anybody? It's really not. This doesn't make any sense at all. And saying that, oh, I'm gonna offend people right before you say something that's just ridiculous. I mean, you're not offending me. I'm not offended. I'm confused for you because I don't really understand how you actually think this, or you think it's a good idea to go around saying things like this. I mean, this is part of the problem as well, besides the fact that people think like this, is that they actually think that they are going to be able to go out and say this in public and that it's going to be fine. Like, what? You think that it's okay to say, I mean, come on. It's bad enough to think this way, but then go on a public space and say this in front of God knows how many people are watching your podcast. I hope not very many. And if they are watching it, God, I hope they're hate watching it, because this is why I like to watch people react to things, because at least I know that this girl, who, God bless her, she put this video together and I don't have to put together all these clips. Seriously, I thank God she exists. I mean, it just shows me that there's other people on this planet that know this doesn't make any sense. It'd be great to see men commentate on this and say, hey, I don't agree with this either. I guess I know that Vincent exists. I don't know. This is ridiculous.
Saying that women should only speak when they're spoken to is pretty objectifying. He's basically saying that women are most valuable when they stand there and look pretty. Heaven forbid a woman has her own opinions, thoughts, or personality.
Oh, you're just insecure, blah, blah, blah.
But you are.
No. Here's the reality. As a man that's higher status, you have the leverage. You are the prize. You're the commodity. She wants a relationship with you. Therefore, if she wants to have a relationship with you, she's got to go by your terms, not society's BS.
From what we've seen so far, Myron has a very, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, fucking terrible outlook on love. He's promoting an antiquated and, quite frankly, unhealthy relationship dynamic. Women can't speak without permission. They have to be told what to wear or what to post. It's almost like he's giving advice on how to discipline your child, as opposed to dating a partner, someone who you should view as your equal.
Yeah, I like to comment on this this situation where guys think that they should be telling women how to dress. I've seen and heard this a few different times, from not just this guy, other guys too, like Instagram and stuff, being like, oh yeah, I tell my girlfriend what to wear, or I have to tell my girlfriend not to wear this kind of stuff. What the hell makes you think that you're good at dressing people? Listen, I know all these dudes have no fucking style, okay? I'm not even gonna mince words, all right? Aside from the fact that, of course, women dress themselves, they're not fucking animals, all right? We can dress ourselves. We're not children. Dudes' sense of style is crap. All dudes wear is fucking basketball shorts and t-shirts, and they're not even cool t-shirts. They're like shitty t-shirts. And basketball shorts, that's not, I swear, and hoodies every freaking day. Like, you do not have a good sense of how to dress, how to make yourself look presentable. That's just most dudes don't know how to dress themselves. Now I'm saying, if your girl doesn't care that you just wear basketball shorts every day, cool. That's cool. I know a lot of women are just like, yeah, man, you can wear that every day. That's fine. But I'm just saying what I'm seeing. Most dudes don't even know how to get dressed themselves. They just put on, if they want to look nice, they just put on jeans and a t-shirt. That's their, trying to look nice. And if they're just whatever, hanging around or just going to the Walmart, it's basketball shorts every single day. You're not a great dresser. Why would I listen to your opinion on dressing myself? Aside from the fact that, like I said before, obviously I don't think I should have to explain. Women don't need men to dress them. That's not okay. And you're an idiot. But aside from that, this guy doesn't dress himself well. This guy doesn't look like fucking GQ, okay? I'm not taking his advice on getting dressed. That's just coming from my own perspective, like on his outfit, without knowing he's a misogynist, without knowing all this other information about him. If I looked at him and didn't know anything about him and saw his clothes, and then he said, "I'ma dress you," I would say, you can't even dress yourself. So, moving on.
Don't be fooled, though. This isn't advice on love. This is actually advice on how to be toxic and controlling.
Oh, this is socially accepted all around. Last time I checked, you go back 100 years ago, girls didn't show pictures of themselves on the internet with their ass out.
I mean,
Well,
Instagram
the
wasn't
internet
around
didn't
100 years ago,
exist,
so
yeah.
I don't know what he's going for there. I mean, do you think Eleanor Roosevelt was posting ass pics? Probably not. She couldn't, even if she wanted to. Has he ever considered that men have been controlling what women wear since the beginning of human civilization? Men have actually outlawed certain clothing for periods of time over thousands and thousands of years. The first of these laws dates back to 2500 BCE, when upper-class women in Mesopotamia were forced to wear veils. And since we're talking about 100 years ago, several women such as Puerto Rican activist Luisa Capetillo and schoolteacher Helen Hulick were arrested for wearing pants. That is not a joke. So
Yeah.
my theory is that Myron, as well as many other self-proclaimed alpha males, pine over the olden days just because women were lawfully obliged to wear certain clothing. And now that laws like that don't exist as much anymore, I think in certain countries they do. Safe to say they are some bitter betties.
However, they do today, but they still expect you to be a gentleman and chivalrous while they can absolve themselves of.
I don't think anybody expects anybody to be a gentleman. I'm just going to say this right now. I don't expect people to be a gentleman, and I don't expect people to be chivalrous. I don't even expect women to be courteous. Like, I don't expect anything from anybody, because you can't. You can't just expect things from people. That's just not how it works anymore. I mean, honestly, let's just be completely 100% real right now. This is reality. I don't expect any person that I don't know to do anything, because I don't know them, and they're not, beholden to me in any way. If I'm out in public at the store, I don't expect people are going to attack me violently, that kind of thing. Obviously that's not going to happen. And occasionally, there's an excuse me, ma'am, here and there. But man, even when I'm just in the store, people are pushing their carts and they're getting through and they are not saying please and thank you. I mean, I don't even expect it anymore. I don't expect it. I'm just out there doing my shopping. I'm just doing my stuff. You know what I mean? I don't understand what he's even talking about. He's crazy. Look, I'm getting a phone call. Let me take this. Hello? Hey, what's up? When it's your birthday, you're very popular. Let's finish watching this guy talk. He's absurd.
Of being traditionally feminine.
Yes, women do expect their boyfriends to be gentlemen. You want to know why? It's because everyone in the relationship deserves to be treated with respect. Something that you don't know about.
Don't be stupid. Hold her to a standard, and if she wants a relationship with you, you're going to have it on your terms, which means she isn't going to do that cheating BS that West.
Okay. Is he saying that all women cheat? Is that what he's saying? I don't get it. Listen. If you're dating somebody and you have agreed to both be monogamous with one another, listen, I'm old school, okay? So when I date somebody, I'm like, we're exclusive. Like, I've always been that way. I'm engaged to Vincent. Obviously, we don't cheat on each other. That's obvious. I mean, listen, if you dated a girl and she cheated on you, then you break up with her. You don't punish every other woman that you date afterwards. That's just not how it works. If you date someone and they cheat on you, that sucks. I'm sorry if that's ever happened to you. That woman did something messed up. She probably feels bad about it even. She probably isn't going to ever cheat on anybody again. Honestly, I've heard of a lot of people cheating, and then they're like, I'm sorry. And this goes the same for dudes too. They cheat on someone and then they feel really bad, and then in the future they probably break up. They're not going to get forgiven unless, you know, that's between them. Most people I know, if they cheated on someone or if someone cheated on them, they break up, and then that cheating person feels really bad and they never cheat on anybody again. Maybe not every single time, but the people that I know. That being said, once you break up with someone who's cheated on you, then that person is gone. They're out of your life. And you may have some qualms in the future. You may have some feelings of inadequacy. But that's something that's in you. You have to figure out, look, that person did something horrible to me. It doesn't mean I'm a bad person. And then when you start dating someone else in the future, be it a woman, be it a man, whoever, you don't take it out on them because it's not their fault. It's not their fault that someone else did something bad to you. Listen, if I am out in the world and someone punches me in the face, then I don't assume every person in the world is going to punch me. It's something that one person did, and you can't judge all of whatever, a woman, man, whatever. You can't judge all of those people. If I get bit by a dog, I don't say all dogs are evil. That dog bit me for whatever reason. I've never actually been bitten by a dog. But if I was, I mean, I'm not going to take it out on my dog. He's never done anything to me. Just doesn't make any sense. I don't even need to give any more examples. That's all there is to it. You cannot take out something on someone else that someone else did to you. That's all there is to it. It's not Western society telling you that. You know, what is he talking about? Is he crazy? Let's move on.
Western society tells women they can do. Protect her from herself. The best place to take her on a first date, one of two places. Either A, for drinks at a local bar, or B, for coffee if you don't drink. These are two low investment dates, nice and simple. Or if you want to add honorable mention, a walk works as well, especially if you're like a charismatic guy. But the point is, guys, is you want to always keep the first date low investment, okay? Don't spend money until she starts to actually spend some bucks on you. Guys, do not be a girl's emotional tampon. If she's crying to you, telling you her problems, whatever, she better be sucking dick and smashing you, okay? And if she's not, you say, I gotta go, leave. That's a privilege for a girl that you're smashing and dealing with romantically, that she can tell you.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Listen, guys. This is why people tell you not to put out on the first date, first of all. Because there are dudes like this in the world. You know, I'm just going to say straight up, and there's women like this too that just want to hook up or whatever and basically just use you for sex. It's men and women alike. But I'm just going to tell everybody, if you're out there dating in the world, just use your judgment, man. Just use your judgment. Just, you know, be careful out there. That aside, this is crazy. This person's insane. I think that we all know that he's crazy. I think that everybody knows he's crazy. I think he knows that he's crazy. I think he even knows what he's saying is ridiculous. I think he knows what he is saying is ridiculous. He probably doesn't even... I don't even know that this person believes everything that he's saying. I would not be surprised if he is just saying these things because it gets a rise out of people, because there's a certain fan base that will follow him and listen to his crap, and so that's why he's saying all of this. But I think if you're here and you're watching this video, you know that this person is ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. You cannot sit there and tell... He shouldn't be dating. You should just be paying for sex. You should just be getting with a prostitute. You shouldn't even be dating because that's all you care about. You're literally, exactly what you're saying is prostitution. That's what you're saying. And instead of just giving her cash, you're taking her on a date, which, listen, she'd probably rather have the cash, to be honest. So, you know, just get on OnlyFans or some other site where you can look at women, where you can look at pornography, you know, hook up with, you know, women who sell sex, you know, for money. Hook up with them and leave the rest of these women alone. I think that that's really what this guy should do. Because The women that are prostitutes are actually, you know, like call girls or even like just high class escorts. You know, they already know what they're dealing with. It's already there. They already know, and they actually know how to handle you. Do not go and bother some innocent girl who is just trying to be in a relationship. Don't bother people. You don't have to. If you don't want a relationship, which is exactly what he's basically saying. He doesn't want the woman to talk to him. He doesn't want her to talk to his friends. He doesn't want her to have a social media presence. Listen, you don't want her to do anything. Just get together with a woman who doesn't want anything to do with you also. And then you guys just have sex and then you just move on with yourself. And then when you're tired of having sex with that girl, which it seems that's what happens with these guys, they just get tired, then just move on to another, you know, woman who you can pay for sex, and then leave the rest of these people who are innocent alone. It's that simple. That's my advice to this guy. I hope he takes it, honestly. Let's see what else this jackass has to say.
Otherwise, nope. No platonic friends.
Not delusional. Very few men can actually pull it off. Most guys, I'm gonna be honest, are beta males. They're gonna, oh baby, please don't leave me, and all this extra shit, crying for you, whatever. You know, trying to comply. Like he's gonna let you lead. He's gonna let you be put in an authoritative role. He's gonna tell you, let's split the bill, like a bunch of.
No, it wasn't like that.
All right, guys. Men want sex. Women want attention. It's a battle between the two genders to leverage their commodity against the other in return for some kind of compliance. Okay. Guess.
Okay. Here's another take on some of the things he's saying. What the fuck are you saying? What? Listen, even if you're this kind of guy, that's like, oh, men, women, I'm an alpha, you don't just want sex. That's not even accurate. I mean, he's flat out lying about himself. If he really is this guy that he's portraying himself to be, which I don't think he is, but if he really is this guy, let me tell you right now that he doesn't only want sex. He also wants money. He wants more stupid t-shirts with weird bullshit on them. He wants that watch he's wearing. He wants a car. He wants attention. Believe me, he wants attention. This guy wants all the attention. He's saying women want attention. No, dude, you want attention. This is why he has this podcast where he, is insulting people, where he's not only insulting women, insulting men as well. He is insulting men. And he is just asking, please give me attention. I have never seen somebody who wanted more attention than this guy. I mean, he is really, really trying to get it. And he will say and do anything to get that attention. So it's just, none of this is accurate. This is just more proving. And now he's going to tell us who's winning. Let me tell you who's winning. Any person that doesn't have to sit in the same room with you. Any person that doesn't have to deal with you on a day-to-day basis. Any person that doesn't have to actually speak with you. What a nightmare it would be to have to talk to this person because he thinks he's a know-it-all. He thinks he's a genius. He thinks he's so friggin' smart and so interesting that everybody wants to listen to him. And let me just tell you that it's not true. Nobody wants to listen to his crap. I'm pretty sure everybody there is on his fucking payroll. Trust me. No.
Who's winning? The women are winning because they're getting a bunch of attention, resources, Gucci bags, everything without necessarily smashing these guys.
And I'm not saying this to sound like an asshole or whatever, but women are very different. They're not as emotionally stable as we are, and their moods change all the time. So since you're dealing with a creature that isn't necessarily stable, you need to be stable in yourself, create the best package you can, and then a byproduct of that package is dealing with the women. And the reason why I say it is because women dealing with them is a numbers game in general. So since it's a numbers game, you might as well just make yourself as attractive as possible for yourself first, and then a byproduct is you're more appealable to a large.
How many fucking shirts does this guy have that say fresh and fit, first of all? Secondly, he looks like an egg. He looks like an egg. I don't care if that's mean or whatever, and he's got really tiny fingers. He's freaking me out with this way he's sitting. He's not sitting like he's an authoritative figure. it's like, I'm an alpha. Let me sit like this and go like this. I don't feel it, buddy. I don't even feel like you believe it. I don't even feel like he believes what he's saying. And I feel like he's pulling all the stuff that he's saying out of his ass, like right now. Everything he's saying right now, he's just pulling it out of his ass. He's just making it up. And that's totally fine, because I'm doing the same thing. I mean, I'm not making it up, but I'm just kind of taking things out of the air. I'm not really thinking this through. You know, this is kind of off the cuff. But I don't see why this person has a podcast like this. If I had a podcast with all of this, you know, this chair, this Blue Yeti mic, this background, all of this, you know, money has been thrown into this podcast, I think that I would take a little bit more time, especially when I'm coming up with such a ridiculous topic. I mean, you're coming in here and you're attacking women. You're attacking all women. You're generalizing every single woman, okay? You're attacking a huge group of people, and he's not even prepared. I mean, there has got to be some preparation, first of all. You have got to put together some kind of an argument. You have got to really, really think these things through. And he doesn't seem like he is on the ball with that. He does not seem like he wrote any of this down beforehand. He did any kind of research, that any of this is scripted. And that to me already is disrespectful. I think it just goes to show what kind of a person he is in general. This guy just shows up and says a bunch of bullshit, and he hopes to God that a bunch of stupid men thinks that he's smart. That's basically what's happening. That's what he's doing. Looks like he does that every day, and that's his job. Good for him and all, but come on, dude. And he brings in these women into these studios that he's talking at, and I didn't see any of them saying anything, and they seem like, again, on his payroll. If you're on payroll, you're not going to argue with somebody. It's just not going to happen. They're paying you to sit there and listen to them and agree with them. So, you know, I wonder if these people on this Fresh and Fit podcast, if they ever have someone come in that disagrees with them to actually argue with them. I sincerely doubt that they do. I'm sure they don't have any smart, intelligent women come in to argue these facts with them. I think that they just kind of spout a bunch of bullshit and then do a, you know, ad break and then spout a bunch more bullshit, and then that's the podcast. I'm just really tired, guys. I'm just really tired all of a sudden. Let's see what else he has to say.
Larger demographic of women, therefore increasing your likelihood of getting girls.
Okay, when a girl tells you her body count, don't believe it. And why'd you even ask, guys? She's never going to be honest with you, okay? No girl nowadays in the West is a virgin, and if you ask her for a body count, you need to, you know, whatever she tells you, multiply by 3, then add another 10, and then multiply that by another 2. That's probably her body count, all right? She ain't going to be honest, don't ask. It's going to bother you no matter what.
This is a topic that I think is really important. First of all, maybe, you know, if it is going to bother you, maybe don't ask. You know, maybe don't ask if it is going to bother you. I will say that. But also, there's this really big double standard with the body count. They'll be like, not like an actual princess from a fairy tale land that lived in a tower her entire life and never knew any other guys before me. That really bothers me. And also, I've had like multiple threesomes, and I've been with over 300 women. So, but anyway, I just think that we're not going to be able to date. And to that I say, ladies, that if you are dating somebody who acts this way, just dump them immediately, because that relationship is not going to work. It's not going to work. And if you're one of these guys that is like that, just like figure your shit out, because there's something wrong with you. Like there's something actually wrong with you, because if you were like a total virgin, like 100%, and then it kind of bothered you that your girlfriend had sex with somebody else, I still think that's stupid, but I mean, I guess I understand that a little bit more. I still think it's stupid, and you should get over it. But I would understand that a little bit more. You know, be like, okay, you wish that you guys were both virgins. You know what? She might wish that too, for all I know. You know, if you're in a relationship together. Whatever. But if you had sex with like tons and tons of people, or even one person, you know, I don't know why we have this double standard that it's not okay for, people get in relationships before they find the person that they're going to be with. Most people are not lucky enough to find their one and only, on the first try. Most people are not lucky like that, and they don't, or they don't, wait. Because a lot of people are like, why didn't you wait? You could have waited. Well, no, some people don't have time for that shit, or they just want to, get out there and experience life. God forbid we experience life. Seriously, that's basically what you're telling your girlfriend. You experienced life before I existed in your world. You experienced life before me. I hate that. So I'm going to treat you like crap and try to make you feel bad. It's just wrong, guys. And there's something innately wrong with your brain. And again, just stop bothering people. Don't bother people. Like this guy right here, he's looking right at me. Don't bother people. Leave them alone. If you don't want a relationship, like a real relationship with someone, then don't try to have a relationship with that person. Don't pretend that you're going to date them and care about them if you're not. Just go hook up with people who just want to hook up, or pay a prostitute, and leave every other unsuspecting, kind-hearted woman alone. It's that simple. There's no reason to do otherwise.
Men are judged on what they bring to society, what they create, and we live in a merit-based world. We do not base our value on the opposite gender.
Is that why your entire podcast is based on how to pick up women? Because you don't focus on the opposite gender?
You know who does that? Women. A woman's value is based on the attraction from the opposite gender. That's why the makeup industry will never go out of business. That's why the nail salons will never go out of business.
That's because the beauty industry profits off of women's insecurities.
You guys want to know why? Because, women know deep down, even the strongest feminist that shaves her head and doesn't shave her armpits still puts on makeup and dresses a certain way because she knows her value is determined based on the way that she looks. You know what sucks? They will never get the same level of respect for what they create. I'm going to say that again. They will never get the same level of respect for what they create and what they bring to the world because their looks always come first.
I think that what he said just now is hilarious, because basically he is saying that he judges all women based solely on how they look, and he's trying to equate it to society, and he's trying to say women feel that way. But in reality, he just feels that way. And he's just admitting that the only thing he cares about is that. And he doesn't care what women create. And he doesn't care what women, do in their job. He doesn't care if there are women who are scientists. He doesn't care if there are women who are smarter than him in this world, which, let me tell you, all of them probably are. I think almost every woman I've ever met is smarter than him, and I've met some stupid people in my life. I'm not going to call them out, obviously, but, we've all met stupid people, and I think that even all the stupid people that I met, men and women alike, are smarter than him, and he just proved, a feminine point. Yeah, he just proved a feminist point just now, and he thinks that he's proving some kind of point in his favor. I don't really know what he thinks he just did. What does he think he just did?
So close to the point. You're like right there. You're like right on the edge, not of glory, but of somewhere.
You can't get girls, but the reality is girls can't even tell you what they want to eat for lunch. They're not stable creatures. They change by the day.
Okay, Listen, I'm just gonna say this. Hold on, I gotta plug this in, but I'm gonna keep saying it while I plug this in. You know, yeah, there's this whole thing about women not being able to tell you what they want for lunch. But I just want to let you know that men don't know what they want for lunch either. Many, many times in my life, I was hanging out with my family. I was in a car, or we were at the house. We were going to go see a movie, or, you know, something like that. Some kind of a family activity. And we were all there. It's me, my brother, and my 2 sisters, and my dad and my mom. And we were all there. There are 6 of us, if you need the full number. There are 6 of us, and we all don't know what we want to eat. My dad didn't know. My brother didn't know. And none of us knew either. It was like, man, oh gosh, we're going to go out tonight. We're going to go see that movie. Where do you guys want to eat? Oh God. Oh, I don't know. Erica, what do you think? Well, let's see. The movie theater is over down on this road. All right. Well, what do we got down there? Let's think. Oh, well, we could go to barbecue. We could go to that pho place. This is just normal conversation that's to be had in the world. And I've dated a few guys. I've dated some guys in my time, and none of them ever knew what they wanted to eat. They'd be like, hey, what do you want to eat? Oh, I don't know. I might be in the mood for this. Well, how about you? What do you think? Oh, God, I don't know. Maybe this place, or have we been there too many times? Nobody knows what they want to eat. You can't use that as some kind of an argument against women. Nobody knows what they want. The only one that knows what he wants to eat is like an animal. My dog, he knows what he wants to eat, and it's basically whatever I'm eating. But humans, I don't know. We just had this whole conversation. Listen, I knew exactly what I wanted to eat today, actually. I was like, I want Jersey Mike's sandwich because I'm going to get a free Jersey Mike's sandwich because it's my birthday. And then you know what happened? I didn't get it. I didn't get it in the email because I forgot to click the thing, and it sucked. And then after that, I was like, fuck. I knew I wanted a Jersey Mike's sub, and now I can't get one. And now I don't know what I want because that's what I want, but I wanted it for free. And I'm not going to go there and pay for it on principle, even though it's my birthday. But yeah, just saying that women are unstable creatures or whatever, that doesn't make sense. And I really don't like how he's calling us creatures. We're humans. You're human. I'm human. We're all human. I don't know what kind of alien women you're hanging out with that are creatures. Let's see what else this fucking guy has to say. God, he's annoying.
Change by the hour. They're slaves to their emotions. The reason why a lot of you guys experience red pill rage is because of this. You're fat, you live with your mom, you smoke weed, you play video games all day, you don't get out there and create.
Hi. I'm gonna interject. Maybe your fan base can't get girls because they watch your podcast. Because I'd imagine any person genuinely taking your advice is still just as single as they were before.
I don't give a shit if you do a podcast, if you go to the gym and you're a bodybuilder, if you're an athlete, if you're going to school to become an engineer, whatever.
I like all the things that he just listed just now. He's like, I don't care, and then he lists all these specific things, like you have to be a bodybuilder or an engineer, make something of yourself, man. I don't care what you do. Guys, do whatever you want. Don't listen to this fucking guy. This guy's an idiot. Also, if you are just staying in your house all day and just smoking weed and stuff and not doing anything with your life, yeah, maybe you should go do something. Like, that's not a bad piece of advice. Get out of the house. Go do some stuff. Get a hobby. Maybe you should become a painter. I don't know. Be a dog walker. I've always wanted to be a dog walker. I thought it would be so fun to be a dog walker. And then I was looking on like all these apps and stuff trying to figure out how to do it, and it really just didn't pay very well. But if you're like, if money is not an issue for you, like if you live with your parents or something and they don't care that you just do nothing and money is not like a huge thing, then yeah, man, be a dog. It sounds so fun. And just like getting outside and like walking like in the nice breeze and like getting some air. Like, that sounds so lovely. And you know what? If you were a dog walker, you probably would meet women because women love dogs. I don't know anybody that doesn't love dogs, actually, and just see a dog and they're like, oh, I want to pet the dog. You know, everybody wants to pet the dog. You probably would meet women, and they probably would think that you were really nice, that, you know, you had a fun job, and, you know, they would just be interested in just learning about you because being a dog walker is sick. That's my advice. If you want to meet women, become a dog walker. Or just, you know, do stuff for yourself, though. Don't listen to this guy and do a bunch of crap because he's telling you to, or because you want to hook up with women. Just, how about just being yourself and just being happy and just trying to do what makes you happy? I mean, if living in your parents' basement and smoking weed makes you happy, then you're probably not going to meet any women, but that's fine. You should probably just keep doing that if that's what makes you happy. But if you're not happy and you are kind of interested in meeting women, or you're trying to get a boyfriend or whatever it is, you know, this goes for everybody. You're trying to get somebody. You're trying to date somebody. This goes for women too. This goes for everybody. If you're trying to get someone, if you're trying to get into a relationship, just be happy. Just do things that make you happy. Like, you know, obviously if you have a job, you have to go to that job and work, and if that job doesn't make you happy, but you need that money, then, you know, that's unfortunate. You're gonna have to, you know, just keep working unless you can find another job that can pay enough for you to pay your bills. I'm not telling you to go do something that's gonna hurt you, but when you're off of work on the weekends, or like if you have, you know, days off or vacation time, or if you get home and you're not too tired, do something that you enjoy. Do something fun. Go out, go ride your bike, go take a walk, go take a hike, go do stuff that makes you happy. Go do stuff that makes you happy and that makes you, you know, just get out there in the world, and you will meet somebody. You meet somebody because they're going to see you, and they're going to be interested in what you're doing, and they're going to be interested in you as a person because you're happy. And who doesn't want to meet somebody who's happy and you know, maybe get some of that happiness too? Like, wow, she's super happy. I wonder how she's becoming happy. Oh, she's doing stuff that she likes. That's really smart. I should start doing stuff that I like. And now all of a sudden you guys are friends. I mean, this is that simple. Anyway.
Whatever it is, you need to do something as a man.
No, not as a man. As a person. You need to do something as a person. Something for yourself that makes you happy. I'm not kidding. If you're doing nothing with yourself right now, you need to do something with yourself that makes you happy. Man, woman, child, anybody. Because that's why we're here. That's why we're living. Because we're here to do stuff. And I'm not saying that we're here to work like slaves and make a bunch of money and we're here to do all these things, but I think that you're here to make yourself happy. I think that that's a gift. And whether you're religious or whatever, I don't think it should matter. You're on earth to do something with yourself so you can be happy. I think that's why we're here. Maybe that doesn't make any sense. But, you know, when you're happy, you meet people, you make connections. You know, I think life is about connections. I think this guy's life is ridiculous. And he's not fulfilling his life. He's not living a fulfilling life because he's not making connections with people. I mean, he is completely incapable of making real human connections with women. And it's really sad. I mean, I don't know what else to say. And he's also always yelling. Why is he constantly yelling? And he's saying that women are unstable. And he's saying that they are slaves to their emotions. But he's constantly screaming. I mean, seems like he's a slave to one emotion, and that's anger. And he probably needs therapy.
Okay.
Myron,
Yeah.
can you please break down
No,
right,
I mean,
why guys should not be honest with females sometimes?
So, I'm just going to point out that they have a bunch of women here. And I feel like they have they have 9 women here. I just think it's really funny because it's like he is sitting here with all these women so that he can try to like say, look at all these ladies that agree with me. Look at them. They all agree. And look, they're in all these little outfits because they're, they agree. And they're hot women that agree with me. And it's really fucking sad, dude. I hope to God that these girls have got something worthwhile going on besides sitting here with these jackasses on this podcast. My God.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna put it nice and concise, women can't handle the truth. Bam.
No, I don't think this fucking guy can handle the truth. That's what I think. I don't think this guy can handle the truth. And the truth is, he's pathetic, and he had to pay these women to be here, and he probably has to pay his girls to sleep with them too. I mean, that's the truth. This guy is a freaking loser. I don't know how he managed to get this podcast. I don't know where this money is coming from for this podcast. So annoyed. Trying not to be, because I don't want to sink to this person's level, but oh my God. That whole you can't handle the truth thing, whenever people are just being assholes. You're not spouting the truth. You're just being a dick, dude. That's the truth. Here's me telling you the truth. You're an asshole. You're a dick. And you just want to be a jerk. And you want to get away with it. And that's how you're trying to get away with it. By saying, it's just the hard truth, baby. Let's see what else this fucking guy has to say. I would love to hear his truth so that I can just fucking grind them into the dirt.
That's really what it comes down to. And the reason why, no offense, a bunch of ladies, I'll break the third wall here, but the reason why a bunch of ladies say, hey, I want a guy that's going to be honest, the real reason you want to be honest is so that you can quickly disqualify him from any romance if he doesn't fit your needs. Because if a guy showed up and was honest with you 100% on a date, he would sit down at the table, say, listen, I don't really find you that interesting or anything like that, and I don't really give a shit about what you think. I'm just here to play the game, have sex with you in a few hours, and if you don't suck at sex and you're not annoying, we can hang out again.
Okay. If that's the truth, I guarantee you that there are women that would be like, fine, whatever. I'm here for the same thing, dude. I'm here for the same thing. I don't find you interesting at all. You're fucking stupid as hell. I'm sick of looking at your goddamn egghead, but I just want to get it, and then I want to leave, and then maybe we can get it again sometime. There are women out there in this world that are down with that, but this is exactly what I was saying earlier. You're going after women that want a relationship, and you're lying to them and telling them, you're saying it right here in your podcast. You're lying to them and saying to them, oh, I want to be in a relationship, babe. And you don't have to do that, buddy. If you're trying to hook up with girls, you don't have to do that. You can find women in this world that will have sex with you, that do not want to date you, that do not want to, have a relationship with you. They just want to have sex, and then they want to move on. This exists in this world. You can find it easily. Where do you live? LA? You find it all over LA, I promise you. The problem is that you're not doing that, or you're not going through, the whole, oh, let me find the girls who are interested in that. You're trying to go after women that you think are attractive, that are interested in a relationship. You're lying to them and telling them that you want to be with them, baby. Oh, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And then you're having sex with them, and then you're leaving and never seeing them again because you're an asshole. That's what you're doing. That's not because women can't handle the truth. You tell me, hey, I'm only here to have sex with you. I would be like, okay, I'm not interested in that. So we're done. And then you would move on to the next person and ask them. It's that simple. Or just go to the club and do some one-night stands. It's a thing. It's not fucking rocket science. And it's not even that hard to find. I guarantee it. It's not that hard to find somebody to sleep with you. It really isn't. It really isn't. But you're a dick. And you're going around bothering people who are genuinely looking for love. What an asshole. And then this girl, by the way, this girl here, sitting right next to him, she looks so over it, and I'm so thankful. Actually, quite a few of these girls in this right here, they look over it. They're like, what the hell are you saying? Are you serious? This one girl back here is like laughing even. This girl right here, she's like laughing. This girl all of these women look annoyed, and they're sitting here being paid to listen to this crap. I guarantee these people are being paid, or they were just like, man, I really need to, get some attention on my Instagram, so I'm going to go here for exposure or some shit. I don't even know. It's fucked.
Again, that's what guys really think when they sit down on a date most of the time. A women game relies a lot on manipulation. So if a guy plays the game as well and manipulates, it kind of f things up for you. So if a guy's honest with you, it allows you the opportunity to kind of demystify him and be like, all right, I know what his intentions are. I'm not looking for that right now, or I'm not looking for that with this particular.
This is stupid, guys. This is the stupidest podcast I've ever seen. Looks like Vincent. Are you done? Vincent's done. I'm gonna go to my birthday party, and then maybe I'll come back and finish this fucking video that's full of trash. This fucking guy. I'm going to my birthday party. Bye!